It's harder than players know who don't play it. Like Marth Falco compared to Marth Fox. Because, I don't know, what is it that makes it more, like, weirder than the Fox matchup?
Mostly the lasers. I mean, laser game is huge. Like, anti-laser game, like, there's so many different ways that you can, like, move out of the laser or take the laser. Like, you can decide to power it. Like, Dright, I was playing a little bit of Falco against him earlier. Like, I noticed he does a lot of power shield and then jump out, which is pretty good. But, you know, if you miss the power shields and you don't have that laser coming out, then they can, like, potentially just hit you out of the air. So it's a bit of a risk. You know, there's no guarantee you can get the power shield.
One thing I see, I also played some Falco against Dright, and one thing I noticed that I look for is that the popular laser counterplay that really Zane helped cement into more mid-level, low-level Marth's minds was the, you can short hop as Marth, like approaching or even just short hop in place, and you can spam fair if you get hit by a laser that isn't low enough. And if the Falco is kind of just approaching with the laser, like, haphazardly, you can get clipped and then take a huge punish as the Falco player.
Oh yeah, he was doing that too. Yeah, I think he's got a pretty solid game plan against Falco. I think Cruz really kind of needs to figure out how to break through this wall of defense and take this stock first of all.
I think that's why I like Dright's Marth. Dright's Marth, I feel like, embodies like all the best parts of Marth's defensive game. But for me, the offense is lacking sometimes, is what I'm looking for from Dright. Because sometimes I feel like he doesn't finish stocks fast enough or end combos when they should be ended, you know?
Yeah, I'm feeling that a bit, like, from both of these players. Like, there was potentially, like, a shine into up air that, like, and then, yeah.
That's not good.
All right, this is a bit of a wash for the first game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not impossible for Cruz to win, but they would really have to turn things around.
Yeah. Oh,
nice grab.
did he wave dash out of the power shield?
Yeah, so that's a dash back power shield, wave dash back into a turnaround grab. So
that actually was a crazy sequence
I'm
right
liking
there.
what I'm seeing. Honestly, I think, like, some people might see this and just think, like, oh, this is just impossible for Falco, like, at this level. But I actually think Dright is playing it really well.
Yeah, no, I love that you said that, especially with your status too. I like that you said that, because I actually agree that I don't think it's just like Marth Falco is impossible. It's specifically like, a lot of the work Dright has done.
Yeah,
is,
like that,
we're seeing it.
Like, that's just like he knew they were going to jump out of shield there, right?
Because even if you rolled, that also covered that. That S smash covered actually a lot of options there.
Well, yeah, because it's if you space it so that it tippers the shield, then it's kind of safe. I actually, I like this pick. I kind of forgot about Cruz's sheet.
It's good. I've played it.
Yeah,
it's actually solid.
Yeah, no, like I was like pleasantly surprised with like honestly, it's kind of just like it's basic, but it's effective, And I really think that might be what he needs here. I don't think Dright has had. Oh shoot! Okay, he tried to drop shine or something. I don't know.
No, you know what's funny? I thought the same thing. I'm like, did he just try to shine? She super shine, bro.
Gotta get that muscle memory out there. It's a very, very bad move, Sheik.
I'm like, oh god. Can you explain to me in the chat what do you mean by a basic Sheik? I'm actually just quite curious about that.
I just mean it's like he's kind of throwing rock a lot, like, if that makes sense. Like, he's just putting out a move that's like gonna beat like one of the three things, or like like three categories of things Dright could do. Like, he's gonna just forward tilt and like
hold down.
If he jumps into it, then he gets like a pretty good, like, just like a, I don't know. It's fundamentals, just like not a huge amount of like character familiarity, but like knowing dash attack into fair and then down air to cover the It's all the stuff that's really good against Marth, I think. Like, just it kind of like Marth has to like do the fancy stuff in this matchup, I think, whereas she can kind of play really like just do that down throw fair, turn around, grab ledge, back air, forward air. Okay.
I think I sort of I'm picking up a little of what you're saying. Yeah, because a lot of the punish routes from Marth on Sheik, like, one thing I learned from BZ, I was talking about, because I like to play my Marth for fun, and I'm like, hey man, how do I deal with Sheik at low percents in neutral? It's really hard, because you can't really run up grab Sheik like you can other characters, like, as an answer to, like, CC and shield. So I'm like, how the heck am I supposed to pressure this character safely? And he tells me that rising arrows are really bad in this matchup as Marth, specifically.
Okay, yeah, like, it's you want to do late fair.
Yeah, you want to do late fair, or not just late fair, but like you want to do like maybe like a nair that's a little like fade away, like lower space to the ground.
That's good too. I think nair is sometimes overused by Marths, especially in this matchup. Like, I think that it covers a very specific timing and spacing, but it's not always like what you want. So we see a very, very actually even. I'm kind of feeling like Cruz is going to stick with this character choice, even if they lose this match. It just seems like the pacing is a lot more even. Like they're trading blows here.
No, I absolutely agree. Because I feel like now when I just like thinking about it in that way where that this Sheik really is kind of just like almost like throwing a move and it's only covering like one specific kind of route of attack. But like Cruz is one of those people. I feel like the rock strategy I feel like is a hold down thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like in that era, or no, that kind of style.
Well, like that's a very good. I mean, you should be doing that while you're doing other things too. Like. If you, like J-Move does that kind of like, he'll like wave dash out a shield and he'll be ASDing down during the wave dash, and then he'll like crouch cancel, boost grab your sour spot down till like plus 100.
Which is so good, you're right, because you literally can just, when you wave dash out a shield, you can just hold down. So you have like 2 layers of defense. You reposition yourself, and if you
you're
get hit,
ASDing down in case you get hit. Yeah,
exactly.
You should always.
And you can tech, you're right too. So there's like 3 layers, honestly, on it.
Yeah.
So it's fantastic.
All right, so we're. Nice crouch cancel grab.
Yeah.
Let's see.
The funny thing is, this is not a platform Sheik, so I'm actually quite interested that a lot of the punish is coming from just straight up like center stage mostly, or not even under platforms really.
Yeah.
So I find that interesting.
Okay. Nice nair. That's a good nair to do. Good spacing.
I wonder why you went for back air there.
He's trying to bait something out. Nice. All right, so this is gonna be edge guard. No, not quite.
Oh, that could actually have been an F smash, Mikey. You have that super DIN on the F throw.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes that can be a tight reaction. Oh, I think that was supposed to be a forward air.
Ooh.
Oh, just barely Roy zoning with the fair. Okay, nice coverage.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Oh,
not in
dodge.
time. Yeah.
But Sheik's jabs are going to be fast enough to reset the situation.
Honestly, back airing Marth. Ooh.
Oh, that was almost it with that forward air.
This is so stressful. Oh my god.
That was such a clutch pivot tipper, honestly.
Yeah, I found it insane that that after the 3 back airs, that Cruz kind of just gave stage to the Marth. Like Cruz had them cornered and then decided not to do anything about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, maybe there's a little bit of shaky, like not quite as confident as they might be with their Falco. So that maybe like some of these.
Was that nair good? I'm actually just looking to see like, what do you think? That nair they did on shield in the corner.
Yeah, if they're shielding, it's pretty good. Like actually, I think if they're really good, they can do a like time a wave dash out of shield, ASDI down the first hit, and then shield the second hit.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but no, Cruz isn't going to be doing that probably.
No, I was gonna say that's a lot of like precision already.
Yeah. Well, honestly, like you wave dash out a shield and you just keep holding the R button while holding down, and then you'll shield the second hit of nair.
Oh, that was a max range jab.
Yeah, wow.
Out of the shield grab.
So a strong start from Cruz here. Let's see if they can keep it up. I think this was similar to the last game. I think they took the first stock, but Dright just kind of. Oh wow, that down air out of hit stun actually worked out really well.
One thing I want to see from Cruz when it comes to the edge guarding department is I feel like Dright does a lot of side Bs at the same kind of height, and I'm not seeing Cruz really wait because you can catch out an F tilt or an up tilt in Marth. If they don't have a double jump, they should be dead. In that situation a lot. If they side B at that particular area.
Yeah.
If I see it.
I'm thinking, okay, because I would down throw there. I would never up throw Sheik at 0, unless it's FD maybe.
Yeah, because there's nothing really true you get at like 0 against Sheik,
You don't get anything true until 20-ish, about 20%.
Because you can't up tilt like 20, no? Like 30%.
Like 22 is when I start doing it, I guess.
That makes sense because
23.
Because the thing with Sheik is I feel like in the matchup is you really want like you want Sheik in the air like this when you're Marth. Because like juggling Sheik is so good. She has no good options to land on the ground, and her drift isn't that great.
Oh,
pivot tipper's coming in. You're not kidding.
Yeah, like Dright is just kind of pulling ahead in a lot, like these high percent situations. Like he's consistently finding those pivot tippers, and these crouch cancel grabs are really good too. I mean, honestly, I might have gotten hit like when I was playing Cruz's Sheik. Yeah. I think on it's really hard to react to Sheik's jabs and stuff. Like when there's even For sure. But when you're on the CRT, Dright's definitely got those on lock. Like crouch cancel grabs on the jabs.
No, you're right. You're actually spitting. like, he's really good at that. Like, Dright is so good. That's why I literally am telling people, like, don't just jab after an aerial chat. Like, make sure, like, you're paying attention to what they're doing.
Because people will, they'll shield grab and they'll hold down while they're doing it so that they get the ASDI down after. So that it's like an option coverage.
Which is so broken, because I'm like, oh, man. Because you can use C-stick for your grab. So, yeah, you're right. You can hold down on the gray stick and then, like, you're good to go.
Yes.
It's like, dang. Or the other way around. If you're holding down, you can hold down the C-stick.
Yeah, it's just
doesn't
like...
matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it one way or the other. It's like,
Oh, okay.
15 damage.
Similar situation again. Let's see if Cruz can take this to a game 4.
Oh. One thing I'd like to see is, I was going to say, I want to see more tilts trying to catch the approaching aerials from Marth.
Yeah.
Because I'm not seeing too many tilts, like, as a counter.
Yeah, you know, I was honestly expecting more